Ever wondered how ancient Egypt built its wealth? You may think it was all about gold, but it was built on exploitation and sacrifice. From the fertile banks of the Nile River to the vast trade networks that spanned continents, ancient Egypt's wealth was not merely a product of its natural resources. It was a complex interplay of agriculture, trade, and innovative governance that allowed this civilization to thrive for thousands of years. However, alongside this brilliance, there were also shadows, secrets of exploitation, social hierarchies, and the harsh realities faced by many. As we journey through the sands of time, we'll uncover the key factors that contributed to Egypt's remarkable prosperity. What were the strategies that allowed them to amass such wealth? How did their advancements in technology and trade shape their society? And what lessons can we learn from their rise and fall? Join us as we peel back the layers of history to reveal the genius and the dark secrets that made ancient Egypt a civilization like no other. The Nile River was undeniably the lifeblood of ancient Egypt, playing a crucial role in the civilization's wealth and sustainability. Stretching over 4,000 miles, this majestic river provided fertile land that was essential for agriculture, which was the backbone of the Egyptian economy. The rich silt deposited along its banks transformed the arid desert into lush farmland, allowing the cultivation of staple crops like wheat and barley. This agricultural abundance not only fed the population, but also supported a thriving trade economy. Trade routes established along the Nile further enhanced Egypt's wealth. The river served as a natural highway, facilitating the movement of goods and resources between Upper and Lower Egypt. Merchants transported everything from grain to luxury items, connecting Egypt with neighboring regions and fostering economic relationships that would last for centuries. This trade network was vital for the exchange of not just goods, but also ideas and culture, enriching Egyptian society. Another key aspect of the Nile's significance was its seasonal flooding. Each year, the river would overflow its banks, depositing nutrient-rich silt onto the surrounding fields. This annual event was a blessing for farmers, as it ensured that the soil remained fertile and capable of supporting abundant crops. The predictability of the flooding allowed Egyptians to develop sophisticated agricultural practices, further solidifying their status as one of the wealthiest civilizations in history. The Nile was more than just a river. It was the foundation upon which ancient Egypt built its prosperity. Agricultural advancements were pivotal in fueling ancient Egypt's economy, transforming it into one of the wealthiest civilizations of its time. Central to these innovations was the development of sophisticated irrigation techniques that maximized crop yields. The Egyptians ingeniously harnessed the annual flooding of the Nile, creating a network of canals and basins to channel water to their fields. This allowed them to cultivate crops even during the dry season, ensuring a steady supply of food throughout the year. Among the staple crops that thrived in this fertile environment were wheat and barley. These grains were not only essential for the diet of the Egyptian people, but also served as the foundation for their economy. Wheat was primarily used to make bread, a dietary staple, while barley was often used for brewing beer, another important aspect of daily life. The cultivation of these crops was so successful that it led to surplus production, which had far-reaching implications for the economy. With an abundance of food, the Egyptians could engage in trade, exchanging surplus grains for other goods and resources. This trade network extended beyond their borders, connecting them with neighboring civilizations and fostering economic relationships that contributed to wealth accumulation. The ability to produce more than they consumed allowed ancient Egypt to thrive, creating a society that could invest in monumental architecture, art, and culture. Ultimately, these agricultural innovations laid the groundwork for a prosperous civilization that would leave a lasting legacy in history. The extensive trade networks of ancient Egypt played a crucial role in contributing to its immense wealth and influence. Egypt was strategically located, allowing it to connect with various neighboring civilizations, including Nubia, the Levant, and Mesopotamia. These relationships facilitated the exchange of a wide array of goods, with key trade partners providing valuable resources that enriched Egyptian society. One of the most sought-after commodities was gold, which was abundant in Nubia. This precious metal became a symbol of wealth and power, and its trade significantly boosted Egypt's economy. Additionally, papyrus, a plant native to the Nile, was another vital export. Used for making paper, it became a highly valued item in trade, especially with cultures that sought to document their histories and knowledge. Other goods exchanged included linen, grain, and luxury items like incense and spices, which further diversified Egypt's economy. The role of trade in connecting Egypt with neighboring civilizations cannot be overstated. It fostered cultural exchanges, introduced new ideas, and enhanced diplomatic relationships. As trade routes expanded, Egypt's economic power grew, allowing it to exert influence over surrounding regions. The wealth generated from these trade networks enabled the construction of monumental architecture, the patronage of the arts, and the establishment of a complex society. Not just a means of economic survival, it was a driving force behind Egypt's rise as a dominant civilization in the ancient world. The centralized power of pharaohs was a cornerstone of ancient Egypt's wealth and stability. As both political and religious leaders, pharaohs wielded immense authority over resource management, ensuring that agricultural production, trade, and labor were efficiently organized. This centralized governance governance allowed for the effective allocation of resources, which was crucial in maintaining the prosperity of the civilization. The pharaohs implemented systems to collect taxes, often in the form of grain, which further bolstered the state's wealth and enabled them to support large-scale projects. One of the most striking manifestations of this wealth and authority was the construction of monumental projects, such as the pyramids. These grand structures were not only tombs for the pharaohs, but also symbols of their power and divine status. The resources required for such ambitious undertakings, labor, materials, and funding, were significant, showcasing the pharaohs' ability to mobilize the nation's wealth. The pyramids served as a testament to the civilization's engineering prowess and its economic strength, drawing admiration and awe from both contemporaries and future generations. Moreover, the relationship between religion and governance played a vital role in wealth distribution. The pharaohs were considered divine figures, believed to be intermediaries between the gods and the people. This religious authority allowed them to justify their control over resources and labor, as well as to direct wealth toward temples and religious institutions. This intertwining of governance and religion not only reinforced the pharaoh's power, but also ensured that wealth was distributed in ways that maintained social order and religious devotion, further solidifying Egypt's economic foundation. While ancient Egypt is often celebrated for its remarkable achievements and wealth, the darker aspects of its prosperity reveal a more complex narrative. Central to the construction of monumental structures, such as the pyramids, was the use of slavery. Contrary to popular belief, many of the laborers who built these iconic sites were not merely skilled workers, but were often enslaved individuals or conscripted laborers. These workers toiled under harsh conditions, facing long hours and minimal provisions, all in service of the pharaoh's grand visions. The exploitation of labor extended beyond the construction sites. The agricultural economy relied heavily on the labor of both free and enslaved individuals, who worked the fields to produce the surplus that fueled trade and wealth accumulation. This system created a stark divide within society, where the elite enjoyed the fruits of labor while the majority struggled for survival. The reliance on such exploitative practices not only shaped the economic landscape, but also fostered social inequalities that would persist throughout Egyptian history. The moral implications of wealth derived from slavery and exploitation raise important questions about the legacy of ancient Egypt. While the civilization achieved remarkable advancements in art, architecture, and governance, it did so at a significant human cost. Understanding these darker secrets allows us to appreciate the complexities of their society and reminds us that the pursuit of wealth often comes with ethical dilemmas that can overshadow even the greatest accomplishments. The cultural achievements of ancient Egypt played a pivotal role in establishing its status as one of the most influential civilizations in history. Advancements in writing, particularly the development of hieroglyphics, allowed Egyptians to document their history, religious beliefs, and administrative practices. This sophisticated writing system not only facilitated communication, but also preserved knowledge for future generations. Additionally, the artistry displayed in their sculptures, paintings, and pottery reflected a deep appreciation for beauty and craftsmanship, showcasing the civilization's rich cultural identity. Architecture, too, was a hallmark of ancient Egyptian culture. The construction of monumental structures, such as the pyramids and temples, demonstrated not only engineering prowess, but also the civilization's religious devotion and social organization. These architectural marvels became symbols of power and stability, attracting visitors from far and wide. The cultural richness of ancient Egypt drew trade and tourism, as merchants and travelers sought to experience its wonders, further enhancing its economic prosperity. The lasting legacy of ancient Egypt continues to resonate in modern civilization. Elements of Egyptian art, architecture, and writing have influenced countless cultures throughout history. The fascination with ancient Egypt persists today, evident in literature, film, and popular culture, as well as in the ongoing study of its history and archaeology. By examining these cultural contributions, we gain insight into how ancient Egypt not only shaped its own society, but also left an indelible mark on the world, inspiring generations to come. In this video, we've explored the multifaceted factors that contributed to the immense wealth of ancient Egypt, from the life-giving Nile River, which provided fertile land and facilitated trade, to the agricultural innovations that maximized crop yields. Each element played a crucial role in shaping the economy. We examined the extensive trade networks that connected Egypt with neighboring civilizations, allowing for the exchange of valuable goods like gold and papyrus. Additionally, we delved into the centralized power of pharaohs, whose governance and monumental projects showcased both wealth and authority. However, we also uncovered the darker aspects of this prosperity, including the reliance on slavery and exploitation, which raises important moral questions about the legacy of such wealth. The cultural contributions of ancient Egypt, including advancements in writing, art, and architecture, further solidified its status and left a lasting impact on modern civilization. As we reflect on these complexities, it becomes clear that ancient civilizations like Egypt were not just defined by their achievements, but also by the intricate social dynamics and ethical dilemmas they faced. We encourage you to think critically about these aspects as you explore history. If you enjoyed this journey into into ancient Egypt. Please subscribe to our channel, like this video, and share it with others who are passionate about history. Join us for more captivating content as we continue to uncover the stories of our past. Thank you for watching.